Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to apologize in advance for what you're going to see in this video. The gameplay is middling, as you've probably come to expect, but what really is atrocious is my attitude. I get pretty salty in this, more salty than usual, to the point that I was a bit embarrassed by it. That said, I don't want to hide anything. I'll let you see it in its totality, but I do want you to know that I turned a corner after this, realizing that I couldn't keep making videos ostensibly for entertainment and for my own enjoyment if I was going to get this upset about games not going the way I wanted them to. So just know that I am very sorry for the attitude you will see in this video, and I have turned a corner and the future videos will be nothing like this. So enjoy what you can. Thank you for watching. Hello, folks, and welcome back to another episode of Schwaaard's Journey to the Legendary Tower, the Tower of Legend. We're going to skip the preamble and just jump right into it. We were on a mission. I did update the deck. We're going to start with the Silence and Violence deck, which is what I've renamed it based on the title that came up with the last video. I have changed a little bit there. I pretty much decided if it's not one of our buff guys, if it's not one of the ones that we're trying to silence, it should be a guard. And I did put 2 enchanted plates in for draw because I mentioned that was something we didn't have a lot of, and it will help, you know, once they realize, you know, oh, I might need to trade into this thing. It just gives our beefy characters a little bit more vitality and staying power. So yeah, I tweaked it just a little bit. You can see the list there, but we are just going to go ahead and jump in, get this party started. In the warrior, right now we are 4 wins away from the tower. As to what will happen if we get there in, I mean, it could be a sprint or a marathon, I don't know. And I'm not sure what will happen if I get there and if literally we go on a tear, win 4 games and that's it. I'm not sure what will happen. I might take a day off, we'll see. Yeah, just because really we're at the end of the season here, which is part of the reason for the push. And so oh, I've played Melissa Mel before. I don't remember what she runs, but I do remember playing her. So that's no help at all, really.
Come on then, entertain me.
But she's not movement monk. We can say that for absolute certainty.
Welcome, friend.
Mics usually can't pick up rumblies, but yeah, they got a little rumbly in my tummy. I think I ate lunch too fast. Too much information, I know, but there could be a lot of that. This is going to be a while. We'll see what we can do here. I like the look of this. Not necessarily if it's a prophecy-driven aggro deck, but I do.
Ranks, let nothing through.
Protect the harbor.
That's an interesting one. Usually, yeah, okay, that's fine. I don't know if we can race yet. I don't know, and I'm going to go ahead and do this because I'm going to need all the magicka next turn for my Candle Hearth to do whatever he's going to do, whatever he needs to do next turn. Either to protect or attack, or well, those are the options, right? Oh, all right. Good for us. That's a favorable trade for us.
Easy as hunting a
But all I'm seeing is prophecy cards right now. So I have a feeling this is a prophecy deck. So what that means is we're going to have to stabilize as best we can until we get 3 or 4 of our big guys down, and then we're just going to have to. Yeah, this is a pure prophecy deck. We are not hitting that. I mean, we are not
easy as hunting a red
doing that nonsense. Not gonna lie, not complaining about the, yeah, if there ever was a question. Okay, now that wasn't a prophecy. There we go, that's what we want to see, a little bit more of that. And I can mute them both. Now they do have cast out, so I could unmute him and then... Ooh, didn't trigger. Oh. Alright, so right now it's more important that these guys get a little something. I'm waiting to put down the drain until or unless. I mean, this is about the setup we want. I think we'll, depending on what they play next turn, we might just go off. Okay, good. Good.
That was a mistake.
Yeah. So that's 14, 18. No, we gotta clear the board. We've got to clear the board.
You must be cleansed.
I smell.
All right,
the scent
so
of the living.
Depending, that's 14, 22, 24, 26. We have exact lethal, but well, they're not hitting their drains or their prophecies at the moment. Okay.
Mother of mud. This should help you.
I smell the stench of the living.
All right. We'll make our push next turn. I've done this before and I felt bad, like I felt like I'm dragging the game out or something, but this is what you got to do, especially against a prophecy deck, which, I mean, granted, they've been playing cards that are not prophecies. Jeez, please. Really trying to push it, huh?
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
This and this. So unless they have another trial, which, I mean, I've never once seen that card played, so kudos for doing that. But if this is a third one, okay, that's good. Do we have enough? 13, 18, 20. We do. For now. Let's see what we get here first.
Die, mortal.
Okay, that's fine. We have lethal right now, even without her. He's gonna cast out the guy. Oh, wait.
At the ready.
All right.
Your pain is delicious.
Good game.
A hard-fought victory.
That was a weird one. Ran a lot of prophecies, but it was not a prophecy deck. Prophecy decks, they may have one or two cards that aren't, but very, very seldom is that the case. All right, so our patience has got us within 3 wins. And here we go again. Whew. That was tense for a little bit, but they ran out of gas. And that's the one thing with prophecy decks. You can, because I mean they're aggressive, most of them, so you can usually tell, you know, if they're going hot and heavy on that, and that'll pretty much tell you that you shouldn't. Oh no, here's somebody playing Singleton, so respect for that, because I think that takes a special kind of deck creation. Need to stop talking for a second. Okay. Mind of an Alpha gave me the
friend.
mono. Oh, yeah, sure.
Hail, friend.
Oh boy. This is a hand that could be amazing, but if they're going super aggressive, we are super screwed.
The Nords must take
We are super screwed.
Stormcloak.
Oh, come on, really? I do. That's all right. Sorry. It's okay. He's got his one little guy in there now, for now.
Their defenses.
And you look like you will be a perfect. Yeah. Let us see. Let us see. I remember from watching the last game, one of the things I noticed when I was playing against it was Halalu, but the movement Halalu, I was so focused on making sure I had the silence for my creatures that I forgot like half the reason for me.
My arrows shall fly true.
So we want to do a little bit of this. I do want him to survive, but I also want to be able to play another card. Yeah. Ooh, Sower's going to be...
I smell
Sower's going to
the
be good.
stench of the living.
We stand united.
Okay. Yep.
Another volley.
Ulfric Stormcloak.
All right. If they've got a cast out or a silence on this fella, we are probably screwed. But we are just gonna do our thing. I probably should have silenced the Orc Clan captain. That was probably a misplay on my part. Again, I'm focusing so much on.
Another
You know, trying to make sure I've got what I need for next turn, but I'm not being as... I just don't have enough. I just don't have enough. Alright. So we've got this.
Fear me, mortal. You should.
And we got
I
this.
smell
Make
the
no mistake,
stench
folks. We are in the
of
fight of our
living.
lives.
Come at me.
Okay.
We obey.
And they've got so much in their hand. They can put lethal on the board next turn, and I don't have a... Right now, we don't have a guard, so right now, unless we get one of our charges...
I have no fear of you, cowardly skeever.
I mean, I can silence them both, but that isn't going to do a lot of good. Let's see... All right, let's see. They only need...
Played.
Yeah, good game. They've got it.
Hard-fought victory.
They only need 3 from hand.
Isgramon!
Well, that's one down.
We press on.
Trolls take you.
Time to fight. Talos, time to fight.
See, and I mean, that's why I do have, what, 3... I have like 6 or 7 guards in here, just for that reason. Just because if you go up against a hardcore aggro, which is what I expect to see most right now at this time of the season, when you're up against them, you need the guards, and I didn't get a single one of them. So that's disappointing. That's what I was talking about. When you have the game plan, you know, as your quarterback, or as you're making your game plan for Big Sunday, and you're like, all right, here's my defense, here's my offense, and then your defense just doesn't show up. You're like, all right, well, the deck only works if the cards that I put in there show up from time to time. This deck is feeling... I don't know, like, I don't want to just abandon, like, go in and, you know, start playing a deck and then drop a deck and then play another deck. Like, I feel like I need to get a rhythm of some sort. But if we are coming up against wide, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't have a plan in terms of the deck thing. I was trying to make like a thing like, well, you know, if I end up at the bottom of the constellation, then I'll do it. Hey, there's a guard. I guess we did draw a guard, didn't we? We drew 2, and they stoned through 1. We've got a good starting hand, though.
Hail, friend.
Depending on what they're
There
playing.
isn't a lock that will keep this
Okay. Well, in that case, I guarantee you this will come as a surprise to no one who's played these kind of
I
decks.
smell
If they do not have a lane
the
shift,
stench of the living.
I will be shocked and chagrined. Let us see. Is this my shocked and chagrined face? What are we doing? They always do. If it's whether it's that one or the little dude,
So much for
this one will get what is needed. They've always got a shadow shift for him. Always. All right. Shocked.
Wrong place
I don't
for
want
a
to waste
midnight
this person's
stroll.
time, so I'm not gonna. Arguably should have broken the ring to shut him up so that I could play Candlehearth next turn.
Speak, citizen.
Oh, sweet.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
We're not doing so great, but neither are they in terms of resources. You gotta know. You gotta know.
Easy as hunting a red skeever in the
Survive.
snow.
And we're not going to give him another card at this particular moment. They do. You know what? I think I played this person before. I feel like I did. I feel like I played them in casual. Because this is the whole thing was like must drain. Like that was their whole thing. And to their credit, it kind of worked.
There are ill winds this day.
That'll work. I mean, seriously, like really having to drain. Almost every creature was a drain. I'm trying to think of what the other one,
Sovngarde awaits.
the other. Wow.
Speak, citizen.
Actually, I should have put the catapult over there. But unless he's got the javelin, we should be able to hit him again for a good solid thwump. Then again, if he has a guard, I mean, we're just running out of cards, and I know he's going to drain the heck out of it. Again, just nothing but drain. Nothing but drain. I remember this very well. Because I remember thinking, dude, it's not going to help you. You can drain up to 50, but if you run out of cards, but here I am, out of cards. Will it be a drain creature?
The illusion mage is never as he seems.
Ita Oreo.
Works for me. I need you to hit my face. Need you to hit my face. Prophecy there. think he's trying to get lane change him over here, which can be done. They just got to get around the guard. It's going to be a close one. Arguably, I shouldn't have hit as much, but I just couldn't. He's just going to keep playing drain creatures, and you know, even if my guy's trigger, he's got 25,000 bazillion things. Oh, if only this guy, if we could just get an well, he's got an 8 cost. He still has 8 magic to play.
Khajiit will find a way in.
Yep. Yep. The good news is he has to give us a card, but if we can just get... Yes! Yes.
You must be cleansed.
Exactly. Oh, there we go.
A hard-fought victory.
All right. Pulled it out. Yep. Like I said, I remember I played that. And we lost in casual, by the way. I don't remember if we were playing this deck or not. I think we were. I can't remember. I don't know why I'm using the Royal... I use the Royal We when I'm doing this all the time. I think I'm trying to be, you know, include you all in my shenanigans. Yeah. So, when we played it, when you didn't even see it, like I said, casual, I just play those for... But it's interesting because I always thought when I was watching streamers or you know, people playing games, you know, they would say like, oh, I'm tired, or like I just wasn't feeling... I'm like, dude, it's just playing the game. Like, what is it? But there is a little bit of something, and it's not fake. It's not like you have to, oh, I've got to perform, because I'm certainly not doing anything performance. It's just, well, and see, for them, I think it's not a big deal because, you know, they're sitting in Legendary. It literally is just playing the game. If this was in casual, I would be, ooh, can't be greedy with both, but I do want to start with that one. Against Insidious, minus and plus, so I don't know if we're talking Insidious Battery or Insidious Chemistry, or I don't know what, but nothing to play
Hail,
there.
friend.
I gotta stop saying too. That was something I noticed. It's the great thing. If you can edit your own videos, it's great because you control the workflow. You know, I was up till what, 10 or 11 last night editing the last video. So this is probably a sleigh, and I'm playing right into their hands. Yeah, sure. I could have played Suppress next turn on it, but... And, you know, kind of left it as a mystery. Well... We're gonna suppress this. But that means that they are a sleigh, which means they've got tons of lethal, they've got Archbane Venom Tongue, they've got a lot of ways to ping. So our big creatures, we are gonna have to hurry it up. And we've already got a really bad start. I remember this was an archetype for a while when they first did the houses, and it was like everybody was so excited because you wanted, like, anybody who played with just the initial two attribute decks, like, you're like, oh my gosh, if I could just have, you know, it's like the sleigh, because green and purple and green and red were both sleigh, and yeah. Oh, I thought he was going to bring back the yeah. Yeah, so it was like everybody's dream to be able to combine like the attributes of both sleigh decks. Oh my gosh, are we already there? Oh my goodness. Well, they ramped twice, so they're getting ready for the big one. The biggest of big ones.
Do you not fear me, mortal? You should.
We're making our push. If they can't do, like, because the one you want to get is Night Talon Lord, Squish the Wimpy, with any of them really, and it's kind of game over. Okay, guess that's good. That's my job. I'm the one doing the silencing. Come on now. Okay, so you're gonna do that, right? But I'm gonna silence it, so you're gonna die.
If I fall, the hiss will
Okay, what am I thinking here? Okay, that helps. That helps. He's gonna die anyway.
Do you not fear me, mortal? You should.
Okay, that's a dead draw at this point in the game, and we're right up there with. The only good thing is I don't have enough to squish. Depending on how things go, I might. Okay, I can silence that, but that's still 11. We need. I mean, I've got weaponry. I've got charge. I've got the hammer with breakthrough. I've got the stuffs. You know, I've got the stuffs. That was a mistake. I guess they're counting on. There we go. That's what we needed.
You must be cleansed.
Am I playing this right?
You
Yeah.
will perish in pain.
Cool.
You will perish in pain. A hard
All right.
victory.
Putting in work. That was a timely top deck, but I mean I'm due, right? I mean there were a few games where I was like I could have really used that top deck. Okay, all right, look at us go. It's hard that that's the problem with the ladder though. Unlike a real ladder, when you take a step up, it's like if you have to pause or contemplate life's great mysteries or something. You don't go back down a step. You just stay there and then you climb to the next one. The fact that there is a snake at the bottom to catch you if you fall away, that's woohoo. But I mean, I have had instances where I've gotten up to the final one on this one. Because the warrior is where like the bottleneck is. I've said that before. I've had it where I've gotten to that very last, the gatekeeping one, and just fallen all the way back down. Now, fortunately for me, it was like middle of the season when that happened. So, because if you start in the warrior, then you have to get through the warrior next season just to be able to do it. The omen with numbers. Corrupted Shade doesn't have to be silenced if they don't have an answer for him initially. Or a way to remove the ward initially, then he can still move. So I kept one. Was not expecting to have two, but
Hail, friend.
okay.
Brave meaty.
Is this going to be rally? Come on, one more turn. Don't play anything else. Don't play anything this turn. Nothing this turn. Please, nothing. Nothing. No. No. That's an interesting card to see here. Brarg. Big, beefy character, but don't worry, he's shackled, and I don't have a way to change that. I did remove Craven Conscript because at a 5/4, even at a 3 cost, he was taking up my. You know what? Maybe I should bring him back though. That's what I'm really missing here is some good 3 costs.
Time to pay Zen's price.
That's what I wanted. Do I consign him to death? Yeah. I said that a little too casually, but I don't have a silence for him yet either. But he gets one turn before he. All right, that's what I got. That's why I have breakthrough cards. A little bit of that sweet damage there. Ah, it sucks. I gotta say goodbye. The one-off.
Fighting will not save you.
Well, he can't be silenced, unfortunately. I don't want to use my... You know what? No. This does have me stymied. I mean, he's dead either way, pretty much. So let's just go over here. I don't know. I feel like this game's a loss. Not just because we hit a first rune prophecy or a second rune prophecy, but just because. Oh, please silence me. Sure. Because we're running out of cards again, and oh, that's actually what I wanted. Thank you. That is what I wanted. So we're gonna do this.
You must be cleansed.
We're gonna do this. And we're gonna do this. All right. Of course. Yeah. Okay. Oh.
I smell the stench
Dead draw.
of the living.
Dead draw. It stinks because times like the games like this make me think I should.
Our Lord.
What? That's not gonna do. Yeah, okay, you're gonna switch. Yep. No, I'll just let him finish it. I guess good game, sure.
Your blood stands forfeit.
Yeah, like you get games like this, and you go, okay, should I keep the deck? But then you remember the game before when you crushed it. So I don't know. We can always come back to this one. Gosh, I need to stop saying I'm gonna try. I didn't say well, screw it. I'm gonna pull it up and then we can figure it out. This is called Improve the Bruise. This is using. I'm sorry, I cannot remember your name now. There's somebody that I had. Oh, Joseph. We interacted. He suggested that when I played the Bruiser deck, he made some suggestions on how to improve it, and so I think I will employ those, or I have employed those. Most of them. I have 3 of the cat in there. I've got, you'll see. It's my shade. So you got the Discerning Thief. And the Sentinel Reclaimer. See, you get to see both of them in action there. So I can play one, play the other one, get the dagger. And as long as it's not a, I can't remember if I greeted them or not. I don't think I did. If it's invade, like I said, you know the protocol.
Honor and praise to you.
The Fighters Guild stands ever ready.
I swear that card, no matter what kind of deck it is in this color, that card is always seems to be in the opening hand. It's almost like a given.
I'll send them all to oblivion.
But I think it's invade. That's why you put it over here to protect your. I always just assume, but all right, we're gonna go with. Do we need the card draw, or do we need the? Tell you what, let's get the mammoth down first. Got to play a card. Gonna have to play something, because this is an elephant you don't want to leave alone. Or mammoth, I guess. Mammoth. Which is weird, because you got the you got the big guy in the back with like the mohawk. You know, that's the daddy. This is like the baby, the young mammoth. I guess there is a big mammoth, but he's, yeah, ironically, or not ironically, oddly enough, the adult mammoth, I think, is a 5'6" with breakthrough. I think. It's not an 8'8". You'd think the big one would be an 8'8", but maybe that's just too big. I wish this was a cooler card, to be honest. Okay.
A hard-fought
Game. Not worth
My
it.
fight is
Don't
done.
care. Don't care. It actually feels pretty good doing that. I mean, not conceding in general, but just not bothering with it. Like you can climb the ladder all you want. Go up to ascend the letters of legendary. You know, the ranks of legendary. I'm not going to play with you. I'm not going to do it. There were kids in my neighborhood that I wouldn't play with either. They showed themselves to be jerks. They were hurt. You know, they would, they tried to start fights when they could. They tried to instigate things, and you're just like, I can play with anybody else. Like, there's so many other kids to play with. I can just avoid you like the dickens. And so I did. And as I'm doing that now, that's the same kind of person. Especially if you've climbed up this far, you've probably been in the game long enough, or you've heard enough, you know it's a broken mechanic. And you saw they were stockpiling cards. That's how you know. That's one of the indications that it's invade, because what they want to be able to do is have that burst where they just throw more stuff down than you can before you can remove the gate. Ever since the one nerf they did, this is going to be a heavy. Ever since the one nerf that they did, which was the gate loses its when you unsummon a gate, it loses its juice. Originally, you could play the gate, unsummon it, and then play it back, and it was like double. I can't remember the exact mechanics of it, but it was ugly. And that was really, you could just, because then you didn't have to play anything until you were ready to have invade go off. So it was more what you could do from hand.
By the 8th, they will meet their maker.
Interesting. Do I develop Reclaimer? Or do I Lightning Bolt the thing? Lightning Bolt is more magic efficient. Yeah.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
Have you come to submit? Or come to die?
I see what you did there.
Sheol take you.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
You must be clever.
You want to race. Wow. Wow. That card never has, I'm somebody must have said something or done something somewhere somehow.
Close ranks. Let nothing through.
Because let's see.
Watch yourself now. Well,
Because I have never ever seen that card played, ever. And it's been around, so we've got those two.
Glory.
All power flows from the throne. The light
I
of the
smell the stench of the living.
Wonder if he has another one. And wait, that is a red card, I guess, right? Pausing for dramatic effect? Nope, okay. Lancana's a great draw here.
You are not worthy.
I have many
Fortunately,
important
it's
things on my mind.
Still a long way. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. And this is how it goes. This is how it goes. All right. Gonna trade it up here. Oh boy. I think I'm just gonna let go of trying to get to the tower. I'm gonna still play, but I'm not gonna put any more weight on it because I feel like I'm just gonna, that will exponentially increase my frustration because games like that, it's like, really? And the way this ladder climb is going, like, oh look, yeah, you get right up to that, and then you're gonna go back down. And I'm not, I can only yo-yo for so long. Like, I said I've got time, but and I do, I technically have time, but there is that grating effect of, because right now, it's not just, the goal isn't just to play. At least that's how it is in my head, and maybe that's what I need to change.
Hail, friend.
But the goal is to get to that tier 4 this season. And so any game that sets me back from that is standing in direct defiance of what I want to be doing.
Milk drinker.
Obviously.
This day is mine.
Taste of my power.
Trolls.
Their defenses will crumble.
We must protect our stronghold.
Okay.
The silent guard with their defenses will crumble.
That's what you get for pinging my relentless raider. I'm sure he's got a lightning bolt. This is an aggressive deck,
I
more
will
or
be
less.
triumphant.
You owe Orky a death.
Oh, goodness gracious.
We'll see
Oh, the
how
prophecies,
they like
the
someone who
prophecies.
fights back.
Kind speed. Let's split some skulls.
All right, we do have it next turn, barring a prophecy, or barring a drain or something. We do have this wrapped up, which is good. And I feel like this is kind of what you want to be doing anyway. Is just the old school aggro, because that way the games are done like it's turn 6. Yeah, buddy.
The battle shall be ours.
Click.
You're going down.
A hard-fought victory.
Okay. Moving along. Not gonna pay attention. I don't care about you, warrior. I don't care about your constellation. I don't care how far I'm going. Play some more games, and what I might have to do is play, and I'll like make a burst till, I don't know, maybe 5 more games, 4 more games, 4 or 5 more. I feel like I've played this person before, because every time I remember names, sometimes when they just look weird, I'm like, the one Rouch. I don't know what to do with this.
Hail,
So I do
friend.
remember, but I don't know what he did.
Brave meaty.
Go ahead and get
My
our
Yashnok's mighty axe.
orc out. Cool.
Who dares face me?
Their defenses
Could argue we shouldn't
will
split
crumble.
lanes. That would be a good argument, but until I know what defenses they've got, I don't want to worry, and it means they can't shut me down altogether. And we don't have to worry about that stupid destroy all your cards except for one. It's weird because when I first started playing this, my default, I was always playing my card into the shadow lane, and like that's where I lived. You know.
Kind speed. Let's split some skulls.
I'm gonna go ahead and play him now, just in case.
There is no authority in unity. Who dares face me?
Just in case that happens. Trying to think what they.
It too
Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine. I keep saying it's fine, but it's not truly fine. It sucks. But thems are the breaks, as they say. The good news is this is clearly an aggressive deck as well, so they're gonna either have to or going to start giving me cards, which is going to keep me in it. And we've got a point total. It doesn't mean we can't, because green, they've got drain, they've got the snake, they've got the bat. Which even in an aggro deck, sometimes I'll put it's charge for 2, so it is that reach that we do love. By we, I mean me. And it also can help you in these matches where if it's coming down to it, that's what really blew my mind about the one game, the Halalu movement Halalu, whatever you want to call it. Besides the fact that I failed to mute or to silence when I had the silence in my hand, the card that ended up like steamrolling. Okay, so all right. Guess that's cool.
Blood and honor.
All right, no chargers in hand at the moment, but we still do have some good threats on the board and breakthrough, so no guard's gonna stop us. We do have lethal if he doesn't have a guard. What did I say? What did I say?
I bark and birth. This is interesting.
We are now off of lethal. Are we? That puts it to 10, that puts it to 11. Yeah, we're still off lethal. Damn it!
United. Blood and honor.
Come on. Come on, Charger. Come on, Charger. Unless he's got another bat. I mean, he just needs a ping to take this guy out, but if he were to trade these two in, then he can have an archer knock him out, but he would still survive. I don't know. You can think about it a million times over, but until they play the card, okay. I don't know why it took that long to figure that out, but
My scales move in
you
shadow.
do you. Okay, so that's lethal next turn.
Killing you will make an excellent story.
Even with a bat. Now, if it's a bat with a bat, but actually there is no bat. If it's 2 bats, it might be close. But then that's all he can do. That hits for 4. But what do I know? Last time I spent an hour and a half figuring out what he could and couldn't do, and he eventually just dropped a leaf lurker. The forest is my cloak. And I'm Australian for some reason. Why am I Australian when I'm living in a forest in a fantasy game? I don't know, but I am Australian, and I'm dropping from the trees like a crazy person. Cheeky. See, this is
We press on.
a deck that has a lot of answers, like various answers, but just okay. Well, I don't want him to think I top deck this. That makes it feel even worse.
They will pay the blood price.
I mean,
Sword stump it.
it's never a good feeling anyway, but when you see that card come from whether it's the far right or the far left, and you're like, really, you pulled that? You like, who knows what they had in their hand? He didn't know what I was sitting on. So yeah, we just Just gonna keep going. That game lasted a little longer than I wanted it to, but you do get to a point once you have certain decks down to a certain life total, you can kind of breathe a little bit easier because unless they're going to, because if they're not typically running a lot of drain or a lot of guards, you know all you have to do is draw one of your chargers, and when you're sitting at 26 health and with nothing but a bunch of runes to break, it's a good situation to be in. I'll put it that way. Not like when you're up against a control deck. Anytime they're running like the yellow, the willpower. Did we've just played them. Did we lose? I think this is one that we won.
Hail, friend.
I think. That's never good though. That means there's not a whole lot of there's not a big pool of people playing. I cannot for the life of me remember. I'll remember the deck when they start playing it. Okay, they're also aggro.
My Yashnod's mighty axe.
I don't remember how close it was. In theory, that's one less that you have for this fellow.
Their defenses will crumble.
And if he's allowed to go off, next turn we are in good shape. If he can go off, if not, we're in less than good shape. Okay, we're in less than good shape. Oh, nice. Nice. But, is it better to saturate? No.
Their defenses will crumble.
If he's got another Fell the Mighty, I mean, we could just lose to his incredible action draw. I just didn't want him to get lightning bolted. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay. That works.
I am ready to join the circle. I am ready to join the circle. I have no fear of the cowardly evil.
All right. And just like that, the tides turn. Works for me.
Ominous insects, they dare face me?
Okay. We might be able to pull this off on this turn.
Face me,
No, I don't
milk
think so.
drinker.
Okay, yes we can. Just enough.
Nowhere they can hide. The hunter becomes the hunted.
A hard-fought victory.
All right. That's who it was. It was Ricci McCreacherson. I don't know. I hope we don't play him again. I don't like playing the same people. Because if you beat them, then it's like you feel like you should beat them again. But if they beat you, then you're like, oh my gosh, like they're so awesome. How could I ever beat them? And honestly, I know it sucks to lose, and I don't know. Yeah. I'll have to look back at the video. I wonder if they greeted me the first time we played, but then the second time they're like, nah, screw you, dude. You beat me, so I'm not going to greet you. I think I've played people before where when I beat them, they've greeted me. I don't know. I see that similar names, and I have to assume that I've beaten them and they've beaten me. And I just greet everybody pretty much. Although I came across the one guy, the one, if you listen through and you heard my crazy, well, not even crazy, it was just my interesting, or not even my interesting, my story. You heard my story about the deck that or the guy that I conceded to
Brave meeting.
after
Hail, friend.
after a what do you call that? New era wipe, and he put down Mundus, so I conceded, and I played him 3 games later, didn't realize it was him, and he another aggressive deck. All right. You never know how races are going to go.
Stand united.
You never know. But we do have a good... With the Morgul Gatekeepers, we've got a good... And I bet he's running Sower of Revenge, too, so I've got that to look forward to. Oof.
You will die at my hand, unbeliever.
Well, if we survive long enough...
Close ranks. Let nothing through.
Meaning turn 5, I think we'll be in really good shape. But that's a long way to turn 5 right now.
Come and warm yourself.
Good card. Oh my gosh. Yeah, trying to race an aggro deck with when they've got the ring, that's always a bummer.
I do not fear death.
That helps.
Killing you will make an excellent story.
Alright, so unless... Alright, so here's the question. Do I drop the guard? Put 2 over here? Which in theory takes one of them out of the equation? Or do I... So it gives me a bonus of 2, but it's the guard that I really want right now. Yeah. Yeah, right now I don't need to be hurting myself.
I'll cripple you. Ready to die.
Well,
Close
he got one, I
ranks,
got
let
one.
nothing through.
The only thing that's going to save me is if they... Well, no, you know what? At 13, we've got lethal. We have lethal. If they can't finish it off, and they don't
I will
destroy our guys. Oh no. 12.
I
You got a charger?
fear death.
Can we do it? Yes.
I can take a pit bait weakling like you.
A hard-fought victory.
Oh wow. Well, if that's not a nail biter, I don't know what is. I wish that was to get us into the tower. That would have been a heck of a way to finish it out, huh? 1 game away. I wish I hadn't looked. I was trying not to look. I didn't want to see where I was on there because I would just love to be surprised and be like, oh my gosh, I made it to the next constellation. But right now I just got the heebie-jeebies. I don't know what kind of deck I want to play against. I'm not going to say. We're just going to take a breath and go. Go, go, go. I recognize this name. The fact that they are... Yep, I've played them before. Rank 2... I don't know. I can't remember what they're playing, but we will find out in a moment.
Hail, friend.
I have no fear of you, cowardly skeever.
Goblins, I feel like, but... Yep. Yep, yep. For sure.
You're nothing. I am ready to join the circle.
The battle shall be ours. You can't win.
Protect the Harbinger.
That could be the game right there. Could be the game. We're we're not doing too bad right now. Oof.
By Yashnot's mighty axe.
It's not a dead draw. We can run him out if he survives, but he's got that curse. Gosh. Oh boy, this is gonna suck. This is gonna suck.
This won't take long.
Especially if we end up getting prophecies or if he's got another one of those
Bear
things.
the blood price.
Can
By
you
the
just...
firstborn.
Okay, no prophecy. That's good. Still not there yet, but we're getting close. Alright. Man, this sucks.
I smell fresh meat.
That's 11. We don't got it. Oh, we just had enough.
Meet your death.
Okay, well, apparently we weren't going to win anyway.
A hard-fought victory. My fight is done.
And that's the way it is. You get up to the gate and you get completely screwed over like that. My gosh. What did I expect? Did I expect? I would have been incredibly surprised if that had been it. If we'd been able to get out that quick and that easy. But the good news is, I mean, we keep coming. This is a rapid fire punch deck. Man, that's... And I think that prophecy was it, because if we keep that other card on the... Yeah, anyway. Low gravity, played this person before... Wow, this is... You know, I don't know that there's that many people playing this game anymore.
Hail, friend.
And if I'm not mistaken, this is a reach... No? I think this is a reach deck. Where it's like every card is hit your face.
It's a good day for battle.
It's always fun when you see somebody green over it, they're like, what the heck is this?
I'll have your head.
Band together, orcs.
I have no fear of the cowardly
He gets bigger, I think, right? When no cards. Oh, I thought it was no creatures. Well, that kind of stinks. It's going to be a while before Burn and Pillage comes down. Look at us. We have almost no cards. This game is almost just
There
donezo.
will be sweetmeats for this one.
Drain. Yeah, of course.
Face me, milk drinker.
I mean, maybe I should just stop. Like, I mean, I get prophecy. Yeah, this.
Nothing will hold me back.
I try not to get upset. But I mean, like, I'm used to you get like 1 or 2 every few games, but yeah, this may even be the same guy. Just drain the heck out of everything.
Our foes will have nightmares about me. This one will be good, yes.
I mean, all we can do is play what we got and try to make it in. I mean, if it gets to a certain point where we're just, because we got no way to take out runes if their life total is.
There will be sweetmeats for this one tonight.
Loves the dream. It's like that's the name of the game. Yes, well, that's always fun.
I'll have your head.
This one will be good, yes. Blood and faith.
And what chaps me is that I've tried to play all drain creatures and it doesn't work. Like it just, at least for me, it never worked for me. Because the cost of what you pay extra for the drain.
How can Uncle Crassius help?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, whatever, dude.
A hard-fought victory.
Like it's frustrating because, like I said, I've tried to play drain and it doesn't. It shouldn't anyway. But well, now it's the deflation is hitting. This is getting like I try not to be like get discouraged, but this kind of yo-yoing this does wear me down. It's like I don't want to be negative, but I also don't want to be dishonest or be like, oh no, it's totally fine. Like especially when I started getting that close, we started getting the momentum with this deck. Then to just start losing to these, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I have lots to say about other things. This will probably, so the next game we lose, I'll go ahead and end this video. I don't know if I'll jump back on today or not. Maybe. Because I do want to make the push, but I mean, imagine getting so, like, we were there. We were on the threshold, and now we're just slipping away from it. So the next game we lose, I'll stop it there, and if if we make a push tomorrow, great. If not, then we start at rank 9, and that's the way it goes.
Hail, friend.
I think if we lose, we'll go back. We'll
Greetings,
be
citizen.
in the exact same spot that we were in when we started,
Mighty axe.
which is always a good time.
Orcs at the ready.
Garnak's good to see against a deck like this, and I'm guessing is control.
It's my business to keep track of
Ooh, I
strangers.
do not want to leave her there.
Taste of my
Definitely do
power.
not. But that means that this is a shout deck,
We must protect the Night Mother.
which is weird. You don't usually see that with, or dragon deck. Either way, in these colors, both would be very odd. Like I said.
Come at me. No one gets through. They will pay the blood price. By the first forge.
All right, so we're doing all right so far. No prophecies, and yeah, we've just rolled right into a pretty significant hand.
By the first forge. No one gets through.
Either way,
Scorch the oh, ready to die. I'll rip you apart.
okay. Yeah, that's
Pay the blood price.
a
I'll
steamroll.
rip you apart.
And you know what? I've stopped. I've really had to consider whether or not I want to say good game after each game, because I've noticed almost nobody else does that anymore, and I don't know if that's considered, like I said, especially because mine is a hard-fought victory against somebody like that where he didn't even get to play. Really, he showed up and I steamrolled it, and having nothing to do with anything other than my draw. Just what I happened to have in my hand, the big hitters. He didn't get a chance to play anything, and when he tried, he rolled into it. I will say, dragons in those colors, there's a reason why you don't really see it. Although for the longest time you didn't see dragons in red, green, or red, blue, and yellow either, because that combination of dragons just wasn't as viable. But I've lost to several of those decks now. Well, hopefully this fella is tripping LSD for reals. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. I don't want you to be tripping LSD, man. I want you to have a good, healthy life. I want you to be healthy in mind, and I'm knowing my luck, you're probably very, very healthy right now. At the same time, if there was ever a time for you to not be in
Be
your
welcome.
right state of mind, I don't know. Let's just hope that that title is not accurate. He is aggro,
Together, or
I think. I think this is going to be like my Empire deck, or my my Willpower deck. Fifth Legion Trainer? No, you're highlighting him. You want to do something to him. He's not going to like it, whatever it is, I guarantee it. Nope, didn't like it. Really? That's interesting. I feel like he's building to something,
taste of my power. Their defenses
but I don't know what.
crumble.
Oh, I guess he just figured this is going to die anyway, whether it's a 3 or a 2, so he just figured he'd put the buff over there. Turn 4 Garnag would see. Let's see what he plays here.
Fires. That's all.
Okay, that's actually not the worst because you're not getting cards.
Kind speed. Let's split some skulls. We must protect the Night Mother.
He's a iffy include. Like he can be good against whatchamacallit, races because you know he keeps your life total up, but he prevents you from getting cards.
Oriole, do not waste time chatting with
So you want to go for Gartlog, huh?
I
Oh no,
dispatch
it's a
everything
science.
personally.
Really? Oh, it's a -2,
You
-2.
will
Okay.
fare no better.
See, I don't think I want to kill him. Ooh, boy. Alright. Well... if I kill him, she can finish off after
No
Sower
one
finishes
gets
with
through.
Ryan.
Do you not fear me, mortal?
But that's the
You
way it
should.
rolls.
Nothing like a good battle.
So he survives. And he dies. And we are just looking at some ugly, ugly, ugly damage next turn.
Kneel before the saint!
I am ready to join the circle.
Well, that's game.
Protect the Harbinger!
I smell fresh meat. By Yashdog's mighty axe.
9/11. Yeah, without prophecies, this isn't going to work. So this looks like it'll be the last game for either today or at least for the foreseeable future. For for this part of today, I don't know that I've got the emotional fortitude to jump back into this after getting so close. I'll probably be able to do it tomorrow for a session or two, but I think today is this is probably all I got for today.
Close ranks, let nothing through.
My blade is death to assassins.
Have business with House.
I hate that when you see a big card come down and then they've got another one, and it's just like, How do you still have so many cards in your hand? I don't understand.
Kneel before the saints!
That is gonna help.
Taste of my power. I will taste blood. Meet your death.
Alright. But we can't win it right now. Right? 5, that's 7. Yeah, we're not going to win it now. Can they win it next turn? Yeah, they can. Alright, you know what?
I am ready to join the circle.
They will pay the blood price.
All they have to have is one of those buff up creatures, and we lose this as well, because they've got 8. I don't know. I mean, if they don't get us to 4, now, I don't know what. No, I think if we're the aggressor, if we're the one who used afflicted a lit, if we're the one who uses it, I think we win, even if we're both at 4.
Kneel before the saints!
They're going for it.
None of theirs.
Do they have it? Oh, come on, really?
Pardons.
This is on your head!
Oh, and then the taunt at the end. Golly, what a man. You could argue, knowing that I didn't have lethal, I should have just... I don't know. Yeah. Water off a duck's back. Don't even think about the last game. Let it go. Let it go. I will say it is low. I'm just gonna say, if you want to say good game, but the 1,000, never apologize in this game, because you're never actually sorry. If you were sorry, you wouldn't do it. That's the old saying. So you don't say, "Oh no, I'm so sorry," you know, and then you like destroy the board or you wipe it out or you do whatever. People do that, and it's so disingenuous because, again, if you were truly sorry, you wouldn't do it. You don't feel sorry. You're here to win the game. It's the I'm sorry emote is for when you are legitimately sorry. That's what that's for. Like what I did it the other day when I was when I thought I hit the button and I'm just yapping my mouth off, and turned out it had been sitting down the whole time. Health, love it.
Close ranks. Let nothing through.
Actually, it's gonna help me here because they can't get a prophecy if I don't break a rune, right?
I know you're out there.
Execute.
By the light of Joan and Joe.
I'm ready for anything. You can't win.
This will be if we lose this one. I didn't want it to go out like that, but if we do lose this, then I'll call it.
I know you're out there.
Bright moons protect me.
That doesn't help.
Close ranks. Let nothing through. We stand united.
I don't know what we're doing. We're flailing right now. What I want to do is break enough runes where I can do burn and pillage, but I can't do that as long as he's guarding up like a guarding player person man thing.
Bright moons protect me.
I know you're out there. Did you hear that? Come at me.
Oh, the removal and the win.
nowhere they can
The
hide.
hunter becomes the hunted.
Bright moon.
Please go face.
I know you're out there.
It's not there yet.
Sniveling
It
coward.
will be next turn, though.
There's nowhere they can hide. The hunter becomes the hunted.
Nothing will hold me back.
We're getting close. We're getting close. To the climactic finale. To the climactic? Climatic. I don't know. To the finale.
Bright moon protect.
Good, good.
I know you're out there.
That's actually very... No, play it over here. Whatever you're going to play, play it over
Taste
here.
my steel.
No, that's not what I wanted. This only has, what? 3...
The hunter becomes the hunted.
You go
I'll have
bye-bye.
your head.
I can take a hit bait mission.
All right.
You battle.
Lethal as it stands. Only 3 damage. Man, we needed to break that next to last rune for it to be really effective. Please give me more cards. Don't stop now, RHVS. Keep hitting. I've actually won a couple games just because they kept hitting when they should. Darn it.
I'll have your head.
For nothing.
Do you not fear me, mortal? You should.
Please don't tell me you're running cast into time in this deck. That would hurt my feelings.
Bright moon protect me.
Die like a dog.
This should help you.
Okay. Still a 5/5. Oh, I see. I see. Man. That's rough. Let's see what that does for us.
You will perish in pain.
I'll have your head.
Oh, I should have played that first. That was so dumb. That was so dumb.
Trolls take you.
You will perish in pain.
Oh, so I screwed the order up on that so bad.
Ready to join the circle.
So bad. Yeah. I really blew that. Yeah. Oh no.
Bright moons protect.
Oh my gosh, another one. You know what? Stop it. Just stop it.
If you're looking
My
for
fight
trouble,
is done.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I lost my cool there. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Yeah, because I still needed both those cards to get through. So I lost regardless. All right, so we are done for today. Sorry. Yeah, this is... I wanted to keep the smile, keep it going, but right now I'm just not in the headspace. It's just very frustrating at this point. Anytime, because I'm a very focused, like, task-driven person. So if I get in the tower or whatever, and I'm like that's my task right now, and not being able to having it continue to be thwarted like that, it's just. I mean, at least that didn't happen on the gateway. That's the kind of shenanigan I would expected there. I mean, exact lethal twice now on the last play. Even who has a 0 cost +2 sword? Like who runs that? Anyway, I can't really fault people for running stuff that you don't expect. That's what gives you the edge. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I mean, I do have other decks. I do have a deck called the Kitchen Sink, which is a Halalu, which is kind of just do something. In fact, no, you know what? I'm already bone on bone right now just from getting so close and falling away so often. and we're on a downward trajectory. It's, if nothing else, psychologically, I'm just not in the right headspace. So we'll call it today. Hopefully I'll be able to put in a good session tomorrow, but I expected it to be frustrating, and it is living up to the hype. So anyway, thank you all for watching. Regardless, I will see you next time.